Hi beautiful, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to create this look with some affordable products. So if you are new to my channel, consider subscribing if you like makeup videos, makeup tutorials and all of that good stuff. And if you are returning to my channel, then hi, welcome back, and let's just get on into the video. So we're going to start off with primer. So today for the cheap affordable primer, I have the W7 Princess Potion, and this was £2.99. So I'm just going to put this all over my face, and it just comes with this dripper like this. And what I find good about this primer is that it is literally so hydrating, because it just feels like water on the skin. It literally kind of like sinks into the skin so quickly. So I really like this primer. And as well, for the price, like honestly, it's so nice, and it smells incredible. It's so nice. I have already done my brows, and I've also put a bit of concealer on the lid. And the reason why I did my brows is because I pretty much use the same brow pencil every single video. So the brow pencil that I use every single day is the Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil. I just find this so easy to use, and this is literally like £4, so it's another really affordable product. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do my eyes first, and then I will do my base makeup once I've done that, just in case I have any fallout. So for eyes today, I have the Beauty Bay palette with Jordan Lipscomb. So this is the Trooper palette. So in this one you've just got some really nice like earthy tones. I really like the green that's here. You've also got like a black kind of greeny shade, a shimmery green, and the shimmer colours are so nice. Really easy to work with palette. So what I'm going to start off with is I wanted to start off with a lid colour, which I never usually do. I always start in the crease. So I'm going to go with the green shade right here, and I'm just going to pop this onto my lid. So I'm just going to be taking like a flat brush just to pack this all over the lid. I'm going to try and build up that colour as much as possible. So now that I've packed that onto the lid, I have got a little bit of fallout with that, so that's fine because I didn't do the foundation, so that's good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to take the yellow shade just here, and what I'm going to do is just buff that into the crease on top of that green, just so we can blend the two together. And with this, you want to just keep going in with the colour, but you want to keep blending so you don't lose the pigment. And then we can go over the top of that green once we're finished, just to bring back the pigment a little bit more. So I'm just in like sweeping motions, going back and forth, just to blend that yellow a little bit more. And this palette as well was £10, so it's really affordable. And also, if you don't know, Beauty Bay do payment plans now. So they do, I think it's called Klarna possibly, or Klarna, I think it's Klarna. So you can either buy a product and pay like 3 monthly installments, or so if it's like £15 then you pay just like £5 a month, or you can buy a load of makeup and then do the buy now pay later, and you get, I think it's 30 days you get to pay back. So if you wanted to get a load of makeup, you can either save up or just pay it back next time you get paid, and you don't have to worry about obviously being short for that month that you've got that makeup, which I find really handy. And that's usually where I buy a lot of this makeup here. So this was £10 from there, and it's really affordable and just a really nice palette. Like the pigment is so amazing, and I feel like the brown's a little bit hard to blend with, but I feel like most really dark colours can be quite patchy, but this yellow is really easy to blend. The pigment is there, and I just think it's like an all-round beautiful shade. So now I've kind of got that yellow packed down, I'm just going to go back in with that green shade and just pack that on top, just so we don't lose that pigment. Right, okay, so I'm just going to take the green shimmer shade just here, and I'm just going to place that in the centre of my lid. And then I'm just going to take the highlighting shade just here, this white one, and I'm just going to pop that in the inner corner like that. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to coat my lashes with the Sun-Kissed mascara. So this mascara is so cheap, and it's literally been my favourite. I'm so sweaty, I can't even open it. Ever since I got this mascara, I've been absolutely loving it. I find that it really coats the lashes beautifully. It's got this really like big wand on it as well, so it's kind of, it just coats the lashes so nicely. And like I say, this is so cheap. I'm sure you can get the highlighting palettes and stuff from Home Bargains, but I haven't seen these. I know that you can buy them on their website, but I just really like this mascara. I feel like it really grips your lashes as well. Like it literally just grabs hold of them and pulls them up. If you start to layer it as well, you'll get like a really dramatic eye look, and the lashes would just be so long. I feel like even if you don't have long lashes, these will still sort of curl what you have. So yeah, definitely recommend this for like an affordable mascara, 100%. So then for lashes, so these are from Poundland, and these are the Fern McCann Calabasas eyelashes, and these were obviously £1, and for £1 you cannot go wrong. Like I've had a couple pairs from her as well, and I've loved every single one of them. I mean, like I say, for £1 the quality is so good. The band is like quite, it's not thick, it's quite a, it's kind of like a perfect size band where you know that you're not going to break it, it's not going to be difficult to apply, and it's also not going to be too stiff or thick where it's uncomfortable on your lids. They are literally the most perfect lashes for £1. Like you cannot go wrong. So I'm just going to be taking my lash glue, which is the Duo glue as well. This is another affordable lash glue. You can buy this on like Amazon for like £5, and I have the green one because I'm allergic to latex, so I get the one with vitamins, and I've never had an allergic reaction with this one. So if you do have an allergy or an allergic reaction to like latex and stuff, get the green one, and honestly they stick your lashes to your eyes and they do not come off, like until you obviously pull them off. But this is like the most perfect glue, and probably the best glue I've used as well. I know you can get more expensive glue, but honestly for £5 this glue is amazing. So I'm just going to quickly stick these lashes on, and then I will be back to finish off the rest of the face. Right, lashes are on, and these lashes are so nice. I'm just a sucker for any lashes that have like separation between the lashes when you've got like quite a chunk missing. But yeah, for £1 these lashes are amazing. I love them. So the next thing we're going to move on to is my face. So for foundation, I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. I think this can range from like £8 to £10 possibly, but I also bought this on Beauty Bay. So again, if you wanted to do the like 30-day kind of pay later thing, you can buy this. And this is like a classic. I find when I watch YouTube videos that most people love this foundation. I think that the all the colours and stuff are really nice. I love the fact this has got like a really nice yellow undertone to it, and I also like the applicator on it. It's like kind of like a PVA stick kind of thing. So yeah, I'm just going to pop this on my face. It's quite a watery texture when you put it on your face, but then as you sort of like blend it out, there is definitely coverage to it. You kind of feel like it's going to be a very sheer coverage, but it's not at all. So I'm just going to be putting quite a lot on my face and blending this in with a sponge. And even though like it's always easier to do your like foundation and stuff after your eyes or your eye makeup, because obviously if you have fallout you can wipe it, I always get scared that I'm going to get it in my eyelashes or go over my makeup that I've just done. It is a bit annoying, but it does save like obviously all of the eyeshadow going onto the base makeup. So yeah, I'm just going to be patting this into the skin. This definitely has like, it smells like Play-Doh, but I actually don't really mind that smell. So if you are like a bit more offended by smells and stuff. Like, this definitely has a strong Play-Doh smell, but like I say, I actually really like that smell. And this as well, this foundation is really, really good if you have dry skin. Sometimes if I have a really bad kind of like flare up of like dry skin and stuff, obviously it is going to stick to that, but I feel like some foundations, even when I don't have any dry skin, can make my skin look dry or flaky, and this doesn't at all. This is a nice foundation. It sits nice on the skin. And you have got, like, I say it's like a medium to full coverage. I'm assuming that you can kind of build it up as well, but I usually just put like one layer on, because obviously I'm going to go into like using concealer and stuff. I can just kind of conceal any patches that haven't been covered. But I just feel like it's a really easy foundation to work with. And then for concealer, so this is still affordable. It's £16. And it really depends on whether you use concealers a lot. But this was £16. This is the Jouer concealer. This is the high coverage one. And I think for £16 this is a really good price, just because of the size of it. It's lasted me a really long time. The Tarte Shape Tape is probably a little bit bigger than this, but it is like £30. So yeah, I feel like this is still a really affordable one. But if you need an alternative, I've got a couple here that I find really, really good. So the Wet n Wild Photo Focus one, this is a little bit too dark for me. Just one annoying thing about this concealer is that the lighty shade for the foundation is this one, so it's a really nice colour, and then the lighty shade for the concealer is this one, which is like a real kind of pinky undertone. I don't feel like these match. But if obviously you have darker skin or you have tan skin and you're not super pale like I am, you're obviously going to find a light shade, because you're going to be, your lightest shade is going to be darker than obviously my light shade, and you'll probably find a nice shade. And this is obviously really, really cheap as well. All Wet n Wild products are cheap, and this is also from Beauty Bay. Really, really nice concealer. It doesn't crease or make your under eyes look dry or anything like that. And then obviously a fave for most people is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. Really creamy concealer, almost like a dupe. I think it's a dupe for the NARS. Is it the NARS Radiance concealer? I've seen a lot of like comparisons. They're very similar, and this is obviously like £6.99, £7, so another really good one there. So I'm just going to pop on a little bit of this, just because this is obviously really pale and I'm super pale at the moment. I have no like fake tan on or anything like that, so I'm just going to be popping this on just under my eye. I don't feel like I need to brighten anything else. So another thing with this concealer is that it does dry down quite quickly because it's so full coverage. So I like to do an area at a time. So I'm just going to do one eye and then I will move on to the other eye. And this is a creaseless one as well. So you don't, if you've got dry skin, you don't necessarily need to powder it or powder it really heavily. If you've got oily skin, then obviously powder, and it will kind of stay on because it is a creaseless one anyway. It's full coverage and it's not going to slip around on your face. But yeah, I tend to not use a massive amount of powder or any at all if I'm going to use this. Today I probably won't use any powder because the products that I am using, I don't tend to find that they move around on the skin. They do set down nicely, and me having dry skin, I try to avoid powder as much as possible, just because obviously it's going to make my skin look a lot more cakey than it needs to be. And I personally, like for every day, quite like it when your natural oils come throughout the day and your makeup wears off naturally. But if I've got quite a lot of powder on, I feel like it goes really cakey, it separates throughout the day. So I just like my makeup to wear off naturally, because most of the time I'm not wearing a lot of makeup anyway. Okay, so then for contour, I have another Sunkissed product, the same as the mascara. This is the matte Sunkissed bronzer, and it's called Hello Sunshine. And this, I can't remember exactly how much it was. I think it was like £3.99 possibly. but if you have a look on their website, honestly their products are amazing, and this is just such a nice natural warm colour for your skin, especially for pale tones. I'm not sure if this is the lightest one, but it really does work well with my skin tone, and I do find that it blends out nicely as well. It's not harsh or patchy, and it goes on quite soft and natural. So I'm just going to put a bit of that on my cheeks. I feel it just gives a really natural, like, sun-kissed look to the skin, and it's really easy to work with. It's not super pigmented, so if you make a mistake, it's not going to be hard to sort of blend out. It just blends up really nicely from the get-go. So yeah, I really like this product. I'm just going to put a little bit down the nose. So then for blusher now, I did a testing video in my last video, or no, it might have been my second to last video. I'll pop a link up here for you to go and check out. But I tested the Olivia Hale makeup from Home Bargains. I got a highlighting palette, a blush, and then a foundation, and all products were really nice, and especially for 99p. The only one that wasn't 99p was the highlighting palette, which was like £1.29. But the blusher I found was such a nice colour, especially for pale skin tones, and it was really soft and natural. It went on really softly. It wasn't a lot of pigment, which you find with blushes. It can be super pigmented, and then you've made a mistake of having like super pink cheeks. So yeah, this was 99p, and if you are in the UK, then this is from Home Bargains. So I'm just going to pop a bit of that on my cheeks. I just feel like it gives a really natural kind of flush to the cheek. And like I say, it doesn't go on super pigmented. So if you are like new in makeup and stuff, and you're like learning your own technique, this brand is good to work with, because it's not going to come out super pigmented and be hard to maneuver around the face, or you're not going to make a ton of mistakes. You can build it up and kind of get the desired look you want. One thing I do with blush though is I always do it different on each cheek. It's always with blush as well. Like I do this one higher, and then this one comes a little bit lower. But if you do have those issues, you can just go in with the beauty blender or brush that you use with for your foundation, and just pat the edges, and it will sort of soften it out a bit. I just sort of go around the lines, or where the blush stops, just to soften it out a bit more. Oh, don't you hate when you get a hair and you don't know where it is because you put like a load of foundation and powders and cake on your face, and that one hair is just under everything? It's really itchy. Oh. Okay, so now for highlighter. So another brand that I used in my testing video, this is the Olivia Hale one. These highlighters are so nice. You've got your like pinky one here, but this has like gold reflex in it. Really pretty. This is for lighter skin tones, so a really like champagne-y colour. You've got a gold shade here, and then you've also got a bronzy shade, which would be nice for tan skin, darker skin tones, or if you wanted to use it on the body, if you've got a tan, it would look gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the lightest one here, which is the champagne colour, and I'm just going to pop that on the top of my cheekbones. And this palette, like I said, was £1.29, so for the price again, you are getting quite a high quality product, I would say. I was really impressed when I did the testing video. I thought that they performed really nicely on the skin, and were really pigmented, really glowy. They didn't really have a cast. The only one that did have a cast, but I think it was because it was obviously too dark for my skin, was the darker ones, the brown and the gold ones here. But I literally just think that's because I am too pale for them. So the lighter ones really did not leave a cast at all, and were really pretty. So yeah, and you can build up on it as well, so you can get like more of an intense glow or more of a natural glow. It's really up to you, but I just find that this palette is just really, really pretty. Just such a nice palette. Honestly, for £1.29, you cannot go wrong. And that's the thing, I like to look out for really affordable products and test them so I know that they are going to work for you, because then you can save your money as well and know that there are decent products out there for you to try and to use on a daily basis and not spend loads and loads of money. So yeah, I feel like I've found some absolute gems recently. So then the next step is to do my lips. So for lips, this is a bit of a difficult one because these came in so these are the Primark PS liquid lipsticks. You got 4 of them in a pack, and they were the nude collection, but I know that they do have newer lipsticks in there with the same sort of formula, or if not even better formula. And I just find that these ones are my absolute go-to for nudes. So if you cannot find them, which you might not be able to find them in there, there'll be other nude lipsticks, and the formula is obviously very similar. But Primark lipsticks I find are always amazing. I have quite a lot of Primark I have quite a lot of Primark liquid lipsticks, and I love all of them. So the pack of 4 were £4, so £1 each, absolute bargain again. And like I say, Primark lipsticks are just amazing. So I'm just going to pop this on. This is like a brownie nude colour, so a little bit more of a darker nude. I'm just going to pop that on real quick. And I always find that with Primark lipsticks as well, they do not dry out on your lips or make your lips look dry or cracked. I always feel like they look really, really nice on the lips. So another really affordable brand. I feel like because the light is coming this side, this looks really flat and this doesn't. It was because my window is here, so that's really quite annoying. But anyway, so then for the lower lash line, I wanted to take the Beauty Bay palette again. So I'm just going to be taking that yellow colour, and I'm just going to run that along the lower lash line and just kind of bring out a bit more of that yellow like pop of colour. So I'm just going to run that along there. I'm just going to take my fluffy brush that we used for the green and the yellow, just to sort of blend that yellow a little bit more. And then I'm also going to take that mascara just to do the lower lashes. And I'm almost sure that I do that every single time without fail, get a little bit of mascara on my face. So if you do happen to do that, let it dry, and then you can literally like almost like just scratch it off and it will come off without any like smearing or smudging. And last but not least, I'm going to be using the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray, and this was like £7 on Feel Unique, I believe. And the reason why I love this is that it literally makes your skin look so dewy, but you can feel that it's really like set your makeup, so you get that dewiness without feeling like sweaty and dewy, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to spray that on. So it gives you like a really nice healthy glow, and it's kind of, and it is literally like that all day as well. So I really, really love that setting spray, and for £7 again, it's so cheap. So that is going to be the end of this video. I really, really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, consider subscribing if you like makeup videos, tutorials and reviews and all things like that. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye!